Hey, what's new, YouTube? It's me, James Eggplant, bringing you another episode of James Junction. Hey everybody, I don't know what that was about, but oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna use my psychic powers and predict the future for me, because I'm recording this in advance, 2 weeks in advance. So right now it should be Friday, and this time of day is about 1:55. I'm guessing that I'll either be in a bus going to the kayaking place, or I'll be there about to get into the kayak. I'll tell you next week if my prediction comes true, or was true. Okay, so where did I end up in the last video? I was talking about Camp Campbell, right? Okay, so now, skip forward 1 year to 2012. I went back to Camp Lomamar. It was very familiar, except there was no one there I knew and none of the counselors from before. All new counselors there. I felt like an outsider again, and it was kind of strange. One thing I can remember is a story which I'll tell you in a couple of minutes, but my counselor wasn't there for the first 2 days because he was at a wedding. Or was it 4 days? Or 3? I think it was 3 days. So we had to have one of the assistant directors come in and be our counselor for the first 2 days, and then another counselor came in and was being with us for the other day till my counselor came, which he was pretty funny except for what he did. Okay, so I'm not really going to talk much about that camp, except I will tell a story. It's story time! Each cabin has a counselor and an AL because it was teen week, so we had ALs instead of SILTs. So it was towards the end of the week. My counselor and AL decided that it would be a good idea to prank us. My counselor told us that the AL had a special condition where after every certain amount of days and hours and stuff, he would have a small fit of an adrenaline rage that would last for a minute or two. I don't really remember, but so we had to go out and into the forest and build a shelter to trap him under there, the AL under there. And we did, and we were standing up on the hill, kind of behind a tree or something, looking. And then the counselor's okay, in a couple seconds it's gonna start. And then the AL tore through our structure that we built to trap him, and he started running up the hill. As soon as he started running, all of us got the heck out of there. We were just running, not even looking back. We were running for at least a minute and a half before a counselor blew a whistle saying it was safe, but we were all kept running for 20 more seconds, and then we finally walked back, got back to our counselor. Our AL walked up, and they were both laughing, and I'm what's so funny? And they told us that it was a prank, that he doesn't really have that condition. I was so livid. I didn't talk to the AL the rest of the week or the next year. I didn't talk to him last year or the next year after that because I was so upset. It was not funny. And that AL is a counselor, and I don't really like him because of that prank. Okay, enough of that. That summer was the year I got my silver rag, which comes after blue. That's when I really understood what the ragger program was, and I got my silver rag, and I wear it proudly at camp. I wear all my rags proudly. I wear them on a carabiner, which is those little clips, kind of like the mountain ones. like these kind of things. I have a special one for my rags. This is for my water bottle that I just bought. Yeah, so I wear them proudly. And the next year at camp, which was 2013, I think. Yeah, 2013. I went there. I knew most of the counselors there. I knew the whole camp like the back of my hand. It was great. I loved it. It was teen camp. I met a friend. His name is Devin, who I'll talk about him again later. But it was fun. My counselor was amazing. My counselor was amazing. There was one kid in the cabin that we kind of were picking on a little bit because he was kind of weird. But we did this one cabin activity where we were out by the creek. We had to build a structure just by sticks, and he started building. It's like we all just stood there like, he's amazing, and we apologized for making fun of him, and he forgave us, and we did not make fun of him ever again. That kid got sick like the last 2 days of camp, and he shared the bunk next to me, so it's like he was sick, and he's like in the bunk right next to me. It was disgusting. I did not like that. That was gross. That summer I got my brown rag, which is service to others. I can't remember. I need to read up on that. And my friend Devin, who was also at teen camp, got his brown rag also. And we were talking to each other. We were gonna get each other's numbers. Did I have a phone back? Yeah, I had a. No, I didn't have a phone back then. Last year, 2014, I was to SILT Session 1, which comprised of the first week was Camp Corral, which is a program for military kids to be able to go to camp. So they could go to camp. Because like it's difficult and like money is usually like a problem for military families. It's fun. It was Sunday to Friday, and there was a barbecue for families picking up their kids. The kids were very well behaved. That week I was in a cabin, which was actually the cabin I was in 2012 when I first came back to camp. It was fun. Except I found out that counselor was talking to me that the AL who became counselor who scared me, apparently he had told all the staff about that story, and like that was like a couple of years ago. Why did you have to tell him? Like I found out, I'm like, are you kidding me? That wasn't funny. I was still mad at that counselor. That year I forgave that counselor, I think. I forgave the counselor who scared us, and I still like anger in my I still had anger towards him, but yeah, and it was fun that year. I got my gold rag that year, which is understanding and concern for others. But I'm having problems like achieving my goals, because I realized I'm gonna rededicate this rag because I don't feel I didn't do it right, and it's something I need to do before I can complete my gold rag goal. After Camp Corral was over, all the counselors went into a meeting, so it was just the SILTs just sitting on the ball field near the basketball courts, just doing nothing for like 3 hours. So a group of 2 other SILTs and I went walking around the camp. We saw a cleaning crew. Was cleaning all the cabins because they do that every week. We walked around and were talking. It's pretty fun. Afterwards, the SILT director came up to us and we had to go pack stuff because we went on a trip, a two-night overnighter where we went to the lower outpost, which is owned by Camp Jones Gulch. We had to walk on the road. That was annoying. And we spent there, did some team building activities. I got my fire badge because I started a fire. I was supposed to. I didn't burn anybody or destroy property. Just to put that out there. Except there was a sign that said, "Do not feed the raccoon." I was kind of like, why does it say the raccoon? Is there like one in particular or like what? But The last day we're gonna go back to camp because it was Sunday and we had to get back to camp, clean up, get our stuff put in our new cabins, get ready for new campers. We were supposed to have bagels that morning, and it looked like a raccoon went and scratched all of them up so we couldn't eat them. The raccoon! So, but I managed to like sneak like 5 or 6 chocolate bars into my pocket and was eating them the whole day. I shared one, but the second week was nice. I really liked my counselor. I was in that cabin. The first cabin I was in, or the second week I was in that cabin with the that I was originally in with the AL and the counselor who scared us. In that same cabin, I'm like, wow, memories. What are the odds that the 2 weeks I was there I would be in the same 2 cabins I were in the previous years? Don't calculate that. I don't need to know. It was fun. It was nice. It was really nice. They were good kids. I don't really remember what happened that week. Oh yeah, we went kayaking at the end, which was fun, which I'm gonna be doing again this year. Hopefully I'll have the same kayak buddy. If he runs me into that pier again, I'm going to hit him with my paddle. I'll tell you if that actually happens. I'm not gonna be able to post on Instagram stuff, so I don't know what else there is to talk about. Except YMCA camp is great and you should send your kids there. Okay, next week everything will return to normal. I'll post a video talking about my camp experiences this year, and then everything will be back to normal. So, it's been nice having you listen to me. As always, have a nice life, stay fantabulastic, and goodbye in a couple seconds.